Welcome to the sounds of Sunday. And I am your host, Scott Free, bringing you all those more mellow tunes of yesterday and today. So sit back while we bring you a full hour of jazz, R&B, and international sounds from around the world. I am your host, Scott Free, and this is the sounds of Sunday. Stay tuned. What you just heard is one by Joe Bagale, and that was entitled Chicago, off the album Joe Bagale. One before that, you heard one by BJ Block and Don Pemberton, off the album Frostwire, Creative Comment, entitled What Comes Naturally. And kicking off this R&B music track was one by Jazar, entitled Hancock, off the album Galaxy, right here on the Sound of Sunday. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. I am your host, Scott Free, and this is my playoff weekend edition of the football weekend edition of the Sound of Sunday show, recapping some of the highlights of the playoffs from Saturday games being played and today's games. So stay tuned. Coming up is my smooth jazz mix. Kicking off this one is one by DN, entitled Borderline, right here on the Sounds of Sunday. Stay tuned.
Till he came. He don't know my name, but he called me just the same, wanting to go beyond the door into my soul. It's pretty, babe, trusting in the hurt that he had behind his heart so weak, played it all in way too fast. Yeah, purpose is the real focus, drunken in the fact is way, just dancing in the rain. No borderline, you come too fast inside my mind. Shoot the way to fame, I'm trusting in the right again. You come too fast, borderline, positive incarnate, right until I come again. Trusting in you. Is it that he came? Is it that he's acting strange? Is it that he's at the gate? Oh, darling, blame it on the whiskey, fine, but you're still taking sips and crying. Won't let him ever think it's fine. Borderline, you come too fast inside my mind. Shoot the way to fame, I'm trusting in the right again. You come too fast, borderline, positive incarnate, right until I come again.
entitled Jellyfish in Space off the album label Incompetech website. One before that you heard one by Nmesh entitled Starting Over off the album Music of the Now Age 3. And kicking off this smooth jazz mix was Borderline by DNBN off the album label Needle Drop Company, right here on the Sounds of Sunday. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon on this January 10th, 2016 playoff weekend. I am your host, Scott Free, and this is the Sounds of Sunday, where I bring you all the music and the artists that you have never heard of before. Some you may have, but I promote them on my show every weekend. And on this Saturday, yesterday, playoff series, wild card series, Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Houston Texans in a shutout game, beating them 30-0. J.J. Watt was injured in the third quarter and had to leave the field. Quarterback Hoyer tried to rally his team, but was unable to capitalize on a successful win. Kansas City will advance into the playoffs by playing I believe the Patriots next weekend, where they'll be playing the playoffs, playing the Patriots next weekend on this wild card playoff series, which I'm gonna bring you the my special playoff weekend edition up until playoff and up until the Super Bowl 50, where the Super Bowl will be played in Santa Clara on February 7th, 2016. And coming up. And in a late rainy game on Saturday, the Pittsburgh Steelers upset the Cincinnati Bengals in a grudge match game, winning in the last 32 seconds of the game with a Boswell field goal, putting the game away after Brandon Hill fumbled 18, then the score came out: Steelers 18, Cincinnati 16. Pittsburgh's Ben Roethlisberger was injured his shoulder, but returned back after QB Jones threw a costly interception, almost gave away the game. Antonio Brown had 7 receptions for 119 yards. AB was also suffering a apparent concussion after an alleged illegal hit by the defense. That hit cost the Bengals the game and the season. That illegal hit by the defense cost the Bengals the season, resulting in a 15-yard penalty, giving the Steelers a go-ahead win. With the win over the Bengals, the Steelers advanced to the second round of the wild card playoffs, playing the Denver Broncos next Sunday. Hats off to the Steelers. Go black and yellow. Next weekend, you can join the Steeler Nation up at Yucaipa at Celebrities, hosted by my good friend Pookie. Celebrity is located at 12013 5th Street, Yucaipa, California, 92399. Coming up next is my international music mix. Kicking off this one is one by Arsonist entitled Hot Salsa Trip, right here on this playoff weekend special edition on the Sounds of Sunday show. Don't go anywhere. We're right back.
Minha cabeça trovoa, sob meu peito eu te trovo e me ajoelho. Destino canções pros teus olhos vermelhos, flores vermelhas, Vênus, bônus. Tudo que me for possível, ou menos, mais ou menos, me entrego, ofereço, reverencio a tua beleza. Física também, mas não só, não só. Graças a Deus você existe. Acho que eu teria um troço se você dissesse que não tem negócio. Te ergo com as mãos, sorrio mal, mal sorrio. Meus olhos fechados te acossam. Fora de órbita, descabelada, diva, súbita, súbita. Seja meiga, seja objetiva, seja faca na manteiga. Presinto como você chega ligeiro, vasculhando a minha tralha, bagunçando a minha cabeça, metralhando na quinquilharia que carrego comigo. Clipes, grampos, cremes, tônicos, toda a dureza incrível do meu coração, feita em pedaços. Minha cabeça trovoa, sob teu peito eu encontro a calmaria e o silêncio no portão da tua casa no bairro. Famílias assistem TV, eu não às 8, 9 da noite. Eu fumo um Marlboro na rua como todo mundo. E como você eu sei, quer dizer, eu acho que sei. Eu acho que sei. Vou sossegado e assobio, e é porque eu confio em teu carinho. Mesmo que ele venha num tapa e caminho a pé pelas ruas da Lapa, logo cedo, vapor, não acredito. A fuligem me ofusca, a friagem me cutuca. Nascer do sol visto da Vila e Pojuca, o aço fino da navalha que faz a barba, o aço frio do metrô, o halo fino da tua presença. Sozinha na padoca em Santa Cecília, no meio da tarde soluça, quer dizer relembro, batucando com as unhas coloridas na borda de um copo de cerveja. Resmunga quando vê que ganha chicletes de troco, lembrando que um dia falou, sabe, você tá tão chique, meio freak.
And yes, coming back at you. That was on this extended international music mix. What you just heard is one entitled TROVOA by Kiko, Dinnuci, Jucara, Marcal, and Thiago, Franco, off the album Meta Meta. One before that you heard off this extended music mix, PUERTO, LIAMA. That one was by Jimmy Fontanez and Media Right Production off the YouTube music list. And back to back we had another one by Jimmy Fontanez and Media Right Production entitled BENGO, LATINO off the YouTube music list. Kicking off this extended music mix we had one entitled Hot Salsa Trip. That was by Arsonist off the title album Hot Salsa Trip, right here on the SALSA Sunday. Thank you for tuning in on this special playoff weekend edition, where I actually am going to talk a little bit about the playoff matchup this weekend on the show SALSA Sunday. Glad you could tune in with me. Today's matchup, the Seattle Seahawks play the Minnesota Vikings in the first round of the NFC wildcard playoffs later. And later on in this afternoon, the Green Bay Packers face off with the Washington Redskins in a wildcard battle to advance to the NFC Championship. If the Seattle Seahawks win, they will play Arizona Cardinals. If the Vikings win, they will play Carolina Panthers for the NFC Divisional Conference. And the winner of the Packers versus Redskins will advance next week as a wild card game for the NFC Divisional Conference play. Right here on the Sound of Sunday. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Scott Free. This is the Sounds of Sunday. Stay tuned. Hey, if you're a former member of the military, come over to the American Legion Post 14 and join other military soldiers becoming a member of the post. I am a member over there, and I am telling you right now, we have a lot of fun over there with dinner, dancing, and socializing with the public. On Fridays, my good friend DJ Craig plays all the old school and new school music nights that you can dance to and have a good time. The American Legion Post 14 is located at 863 North D Street in San Bernardino, California. For more information, contact the Post 14 at 909-885-4090. And coming up is another R&B music mix. Kicking off this track is a nice blues piece, one by Jan.10th, entitled Barcroft. Stay tuned right here on the Sounds of Sunday. Bring it back. Arsonist coming back at you. That was a nice little cut by Joe Bagale off the album Jazz Mafia entitled Do It. One before that, you heard a nice little blues mix by Audionautics off the Acoustics album entitled Big Blues. And kicking off this R&B music mix, you heard one by Jan.10th entitled Bar Crawl off the Jazz BZW Blues label. Excuse me. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon on this wild card playoff show. I am your host, Scott Free. This is the Sounds of Sunday, where I play all the music from the artists that you've never heard of before. Some you may have, but I promote them on my show. All the music tracks played on today's show is attributed to the original creative artists under the Creative Commons and YouTube copyright licensing. So, and don't forget to tune in later on today with the Washington Redskins square off in the NFC wildcard battle against the Green Bay Packers for the chance to advance to the NFC Divisional Conference playoffs. Good luck to both teams trying to get to the Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara this February 7, 2016. Where the winner will either play the Arizona Cardinals or the Carolina Panthers in a fight for the NFC Championship spot right here on the Sounds of Sunday. Coming up on my last Smooth Jazz Mix is on this January 10th, 2016 show, Wild Card Football Special Edition. Coming up is one by Lee Roosevelt entitled Soft Euphoria from the album Time Lapse Volume 3. After that, you're going to hear one by Silent Partner entitled Sandbox from the YouTube music list. And ending this show this afternoon, you're going to hear one by Ryan Little off the album Before Dawn Instrumentals entitled Two Step right here on the Sound of Sunday. Tune in next week when I'm going to bring you more music that you've never heard of before from the album, various albums and music playlists that I'm pretty sure you'll like. Right here on the Sounds of Sunday. For another special edition of the Wild Card Playoff Road to Super Bowl 50 right here in Santa Clara. Another special playoff edition for the road to the Super Bowl 50 right here on the Sound of Sunday. See you next weekend for another edition of Wild Card Playoff Weekend right here. I am your host, Scott Free. Don't forget, tune in next weekend. We'll see you later. Have a good time watching football this afternoon. Good luck.
that just about does it for me today. I'm your host, Scott Free, and this is The Sounds of Sunday. I'm glad you came to join me today on this show for an hour, where we actually exposed and promoted artists that you have never heard before. Some you may have, but I'm glad you joined anyway. So listen, tune in next week, same time, 2 p.m. to 3, when we will feature more from the archives of music and jazz.